This is a video response to Potsymommy about her infusion questions. I believe Millie from Flying High has also done a video response. I just watched your video and I decided I was going to make a video response too. When I first started getting my infusions at the infusion center, I was originally getting 2 liters of normal saline. And I was so sick at the time. They don't know why, but um I had to tolerate it. Each bag took 4 hours just to get one bag of 1 liter saline into me. So I had to sit at the infusion center for 4 hours trying to get in just 2 liters of saline because I was having a problem with absorption, but I was also having major problems with blood volumes and my blood pressure. So I needed that fluid. It was vital. And for the first 4 months, it took 8 hours for every single infusion, and I was going twice, sometimes 3 times a week. Right now, I'm at the infusion center about 5 days a week because of the plasmapheresis, and I'm still getting infusions. Right now, what I'm getting is 1 liter of D5 saline and 1 liter of what the nurses call bug juice. Um, I don't know the real name for it, but they call it bug juice because it's green and it's packed full and full of vitamins and minerals that I guess your body needs. So I get 1 liter of D5 and 1 liter of bug juice. You also asked, does anybody have a port? I don't have a port. My friend Millie has a port and she really likes it. What I have, well, actually, what I used for all my infusions was I started off with PICC lines, lots and lots of PICC lines. You know, I have scars everywhere from PICC lines. And then I moved on to necklines and eventually a TVC, which is a tunneled vascular catheter. And I actually have it here to show you. This is actually way shorter than it's supposed to be. They cut 3 inches of this part off. This is a TVC line, and it goes here, and it enters into your heart. And it's meant for plasmapheresis or um, brain fog. I'm so sorry. It can be used for plasmapheresis or dialysis or patients who have extremely strong chemo. First neck line I started off with was this, and it goes in like so, right into the heart. And having this, okay, they can numb your skin. Most people prefer to be under general anesthesia, but because of my blood pressure, I can only have numbing. They can numb your skin, but believe me, having this stabbed all the way down into your chest, it hurts. The same goes with my TVC line. And this, having them stabbed down into your chest, it feels like really bad heartburn, and it feels like you're being stabbed with a thumbtack all the way inside your chest cavity. It's not fun, and I have to do it again on June 13th because I'm going to get another TVC line. And I really love the TVC lines. They work excellent for my plasmapheresis, but instead of having 2 lumens, these are called lumens here, instead of having 2, I'm going to have 3. That way, while we're doing plasmapheresis, I can also have my saline. I do not believe that having it long extended periods of time is damaging. However, I do think it could be damaging to your peripheral veins. That's the veins in your arms, your legs, your feet. And eventually they'll start doing what's called an EJ. And I have had a couple of those. Those are horrible. An EJ is what nurses do when you don't have any more peripheral veins. They'll stick the IV in your jugular veins or the veins in the left side of your neck. And this is not fun. I've had a couple of those. And that's what they do when you run out of veins. So if you are looking at doing this long term, I would suggest getting a port. I would not suggest getting a central line. First of all, this is temporary. It has a maximum life of 2.5 weeks. And second off, the TVC lines are meant for dialysis or pheresis patients. A Broviac line, or a Hickman like you're talking about, those are actually they're very commonly used in children who need chemo. And the reason why they use those for children with chemo is because the lines are really long. Like, they measure them out actually to be the length of their arm, and sometimes even longer. They can add 10-foot extensions onto their lines, and that's so the children can stay mobile. So they're mostly used in children. Also because the bores, what goes through, are really small, and they can also be placed in, towards the center of the chest. When a child is developing, their veins aren't necessarily all the way made it to their neck yet. They're still developing, so they're still close to their heart. And as they grow, they expand and they get bigger and bigger and they reach their neck. So that's when we reach adulthood, we start putting things like central lines or ports in the chest and closer to your shoulders. And there's two different veins they do. They do subclavian. They can do it over the subclavian or under the subclavian. Subclavian is this bone right here, your clavicle. And so mine is above the subclavian right now. But when I have my surgery on the 13th for my TVC line, it's going to be below subclavian. I do recommend getting a port though. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Ports are excellent. Let me see. Do you have any other questions? How much and how often do you get this? Like I said, I'm there 5 days a week. But I do have orders that I can get it 7 days a week, which really I'm gonna look into this week to see if I can do at-home fluids, because going back and forth sorry, I'm losing my voice. Going back and forth from one town to the other, like I said, the drive is exhausting. And when I had my TVC, I took care of everything myself, except for when the nurses were finished giving me infusions of either IVIG or plasmapheresis or medications. I was taking care of it myself. So I have the training, I just need the approval. That's about it. I hope it answers all your questions. Definitely, I would definitely ask about a port. And Millie, I think Millie would know better if it's more comfortable above subclavian or below subclavian. My guessing is it's probably more comfortable below subclavian, just because all the other lines that I've had below subclavian are so much more comfortable than above subclavian. So, hope this helps. Stay well. I love you. Bye.